So he kind of used that as a way to, hey, you know.
Everything from here on out is on the record. You were there when she died.
You're gonna go down for something you didn't do. So we need you to come up with something so that we can get him.
Is that right? I'm not talking to you in sign language.
I know.
I'm talking to you person to person.
The details of the crime, because she was involved.
And see, that's what they kept telling me, is that they wanted him.
Background. Emilia Lily Carr's life was marked by a series of turbulent events, painting a portrait of a woman who grappled with adversity and personal challenges from an early age. Born as Emilia Yera on August 4, 1984, she was the middle child of 3 sisters, and an assessment by a psychologist revealed her intelligence quotient to be 125. At the tender age of 15, Emilia took a courageous step by reporting misuse by her father to her school authorities. However, she later withdrew her statement, underscoring the complex dynamics of her family environment. In a harrowing turn of events, in February 2004, Emilia's father was convicted of attempting to solicit the slayings of Emilia, her mother, and one of her sisters. This shocking revelation led to his sentencing of 4 years in prison, exposing the dark underbelly of Emilia's upbringing. Emilia's personal life was marked by significant upheaval. She entered into 2 marriages and at one point sought a restraining order against one of her ex-husbands due to domestic violence.
So he kind of used that as a way to, hey, you know.
To being there. Tell me what happened.
Additionally, she found herself entangled in a legal matter involving the grand theft of exotic birds committed by her ex-husband, resulting in a 2-year probation sentence. Motherhood played a pivotal role in Emilia's life. At the time of the events in question, she was a mother of 3, one of whom she shared with her ex-boyfriend, Jamie Akomi. The complexities of motherhood were compounded by her pregnancy, as she was 8 months along with a child presumed to be fathered by Joshua Fulgham. Emilia's romantic entanglements were marked by their own tumultuous narratives. In November 2008, she became engaged to Joshua Damien Fulgham, but a mere month later, he wed Heather Strong. Despite this, Emilia maintained a connection with them, even assuming caregiving responsibilities for Strong's 2 children. In January 2009, Fulgham's arrest for threatening Strong with a shotgun sent shockwaves through their circle. However, the aggravated attack charge was eventually dropped, leading to his release. Disturbingly, it was later revealed that Emilia had used a knife to coerce Strong into withdrawing her complaint against Fulgham. As the tangled web of relationships continued to unravel, Emilia and Fulgham rekindled their connection, while Strong moved on with someone new. The situation escalated into a legal battle for custody of Strong's 2 children, further underscoring the complexities of Emilia's personal life. Emilia Lily Carr's story is one of resilience and struggle, fraught with the weight of family strife, domestic violence, legal entanglements, and complex relationships. This backdrop sets the stage for the tragic events that would later unfold, casting a somber light on the journey of a woman navigating through a life marred by turmoil and tragedy. Tragic slaying of Heather Strong. In a horrifying turn of events, Heather Strong, a 26-year-old resident of Citra, Florida, met a tragic end in February 2009. At the time of her disappearance, she was employed at an Iron Skillet restaurant located at a petrol gas station near Interstate 75 in Reddick, Florida. Heather was reported missing on February 15, sending shockwaves through her community. The grim discovery of Heather's remains took place on March 19 near McIntosh, Florida, in the vicinity of Boardman. Her body was found in a shallow grave adjacent to a storage trailer, marking a devastating conclusion to the search for the missing woman. Emilia Lily Carr, a central figure in this chilling narrative, was arrested on March 24, just days after Heather's remains were found. Carr's apprehension was prompted by her consistent and detailed statements to authorities, totaling 10 in number, all made without the presence of an attorney.
Pull me off into another room where there weren't cameras in their offices and things like that and talk to me.
Everything is on the
from
record.
here on out is on the record. You were there when she died.
These recurring statements raised suspicions and ultimately led investigators to delve deeper into Carr's involvement. During the course of their investigation, detectives took a critical step by recording an undercover conversation between Carr and Fulgham's sister. This audio recording captured Carr discussing intricate details of the heinous crime, providing damning evidence of her complicity. At the time of Heather's slaying, Carr was 7 months pregnant with Joshua Fulgham's child, further underscoring the gravity of this tragedy. The sequence of events leading to Heather's untimely demise is nothing short of horrifying. Carr lured Strong into a storage trailer located behind Carr's mother Maria's residence. Once inside, Carr attempted unsuccessfully to break Strong's neck before resorting to the use of a plastic bag to suffocate her. Bound by duct tape to a computer chair, Strong succumbed to asphyxiation, her life cut short in a cruel and brutal manner. The aftermath of this horrific crime unearthed further layers of tragedy. Joshua Fulgham, Strong's estranged husband, faced his own legal troubles, being arrested on suspicion of fraud for utilizing her credit cards following her disappearance. As the investigation unfolded, Carr gave birth to her 4th child while in custody at the Marion County Jail. This event precipitated the transfer of custody for her 3 older children to her family, while her daughter, fathered by Fulgham, was subsequently adopted into a new family. Carr's confession to investigators, while providing insight into the depths of her involvement, was accompanied by an unsettling claim. She stated that her admission was driven by the desperate hope of reuniting with her children, casting a somber light on the complexities of this disturbing case. The slaying of Heather Strong stands as a chilling testament to the darkness that can exist within human hearts. The combination of deceit, brutality, and tragic circumstances paints a haunting picture of a crime that left a community in shock and mourning. Trials and sentences. The trials of Emilia Carr and Joshua Fulgham, both accused in the brutal slaying of Heather Strong, were marked by a series of legal proceedings that unfolded over several years. Following their arraignment in April 2009, both Carr and Fulgham decided to waive their right to a speedy trial. The gravity of the crime prompted prosecutor Rock Hooker to swiftly file notice of his intent to seek the demise penalty. The nature of the case demanded a thorough and comprehensive legal process. In November 2009, Emilia Carr's request for a continuance of the trial was denied by State Circuit Judge Willard Pope. Carr expressed concerns over the preparedness of her defense attorney, Candice Hawthorne. This decision signaled a significant milestone in the progression of the trial. The trial for Emilia Carr commenced, and on December 7, 2010, a jury reached its verdict after a mere 2.5 hours of deliberation. Carr was found guilty of the first-degree slaying and kidnapping. This swift decision underscored the strength of the prosecution's case. During the subsequent penalty phase of the trial, Carr's family members took the stand, testifying on her behalf.
You're gonna go down for something you didn't do. So we need you to come up with something so that we can get him.
Not the same as what Josh said?
Excuse me.
Now's the time.
Don't give us that respect. Don't nod.
And see, that's what they kept telling me, is that they wanted him.
They provided crucial insights into Carr's traumatic experiences, including early childhood physical misuse perpetrated by her father and grandfather. This testimony shed light on the complex factors that influenced Carr's life. On December 10, the jury weighed the decision on the penalty for Carr. In a close vote of 7-5, they opted for the imposition of the demise penalty. This verdict marked a significant point in the trial, leading to Carr's formal sentencing to demise by lethal injection on February 22, 2011. The culmination of the trial brought a sense of closure to the legal proceedings surrounding Carr's role in the tragic events. In a separate turn of events, Joshua Fulgham faced trial for his alleged involvement in Heather Strong's slaying more than a year after Carr's conviction. The trial began in April 2012. Carr, by this point on demise row at the Lowell Correctional Institution Annex, did not testify. The prosecution provided a detailed account of the heinous crime, emphasizing jealousy and betrayal as the primary motives. Upon the conclusion of Fulgham's trial, he was convicted of first-degree slaying and kidnapping. Despite his co-defendant's demise sentence, Fulgham's jury opted for a different outcome. They voted 8-4 in favor of sentencing him to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The judge subsequently followed the jury's recommendation, solidifying Fulgham's fate.
The details of the crime, because she was involved.
Is that right? I'm not talking to you in sign language.
I know.
I'm talking to you person to person.
Whatever you want me to say so I can get my kids back and go home, I will tell you. I will tell you anything.
Emilia Carr was incarcerated in the annex at Lowell Correctional Institution in Marion County on February 23, 2011. She joined a small group of women on Demise Row in Florida. Notably, she became the first woman in Marion County to receive a demise sentence since Eileen Wuornos in 1992. Years later, on May 19, 2007, Emilia Carr's sentence was re-evaluated, resulting in a modification to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. This development marked a significant shift in Carr's legal status, concluding a chapter in the protracted legal saga surrounding Heather Strong's slaying case. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.